Ladies and gentlemen, SideStrafe back with War Thunder Ground Forces. And we are back in simulator battles. This is another event mode, so it does pit the Germans against the Russians. I believe it's a similar setup to the last one I was in with my Panzer IV. In this situation, I'm probably going to take a look at what we're dealing with at this forward objective. Once again, just trying to create a battle line to deal with threats that move towards us from this road. This is a fairly hot spot for battle. People just like to kind of corner camp and wait for something to come out in the open so they can get a hit. Something fired and something blew up over there, I think. I don't know what. Alright, we're going to follow this guy, back him up. He, I think, just blew something away. We'll move with him. And generally when I'm in these kinds of matches, I like to pick out a battle buddy, if you will. You know, I'll look at somebody in the game and hope that they're decent and hope that they know what they're doing. And I'll try to roll with them for a little bit at least. If they go to a crazy position that I don't want to deal with, then I'll forget about it. But I'll roll with them for a little and back them up when I can. I think he's trying to get some sort of gun depression right now, though. Bots are just firing at whatever, as usual. That's just a rock, I think. There was a server-side patch introduced a few days ago that made some changes to ballistics. I think mostly for Germans and Americans. There might have been some changes to Russian guns as well, but I saw a lot of good stuff for the Germans and the Americans. Rate of fire increases, penetration increase at range for a lot of German guns, 75mm guns. We got contact front. Hold that thought. And the 122 kills it. And we've got artillery. Something's still in front of us, though, no? There's something off there. Juliet 6, I believe. Continue to move. Oh, wow. Just blasted something else. Alright, well, this guy's got an eye for tanks. Oh, there's something. Hotel 8 and 9. It looks like. We might have to go back. But at this point, we're kind of far. But yeah, that server-side patch looks like it did some good. But we'll have to play around with those specified guns to see for sure. And there's something over there, but I don't know if it's behind a hill. Oh, there it is. There it was. It was a martyr. Okay, now I think there's something. What, India 7? It's like a bot, perhaps, or something. I don't know. Or an AT gun. What are you shooting at? You got something? Some tank traps up there. Yeah, I can't tell what that is. I think that's like an emplacement of some sort. Oh, nice shot. I saw that one. Man, that guy's good. That guy is pretty good. He's just been blasting everything, one-shotting everything in sight. We are capturing. We got multiple contacts towards our base. At least 3 that I see on the map. Okay, well. It's going to be cap for cap again. We'll go back when everybody else does. Of course, even though this is simulator battles, it is an event mode, so there are some planes included. And like I said in one of my previous videos, a good pilot can go a long way into one of these events. Alright, these guys are looking in this direction. I just want to make sure that... Oh! Contact. Shot. Well, it sprayed him pretty good there. I'm going to go for another one. Oh, he's taking some massive damage, but he's still there. And how many do we got to put into you? There we go. Already behind us. Alright. I'm going to be looking this direction because that's where they spawn. Contact from the spawn. Yeah, he's got a lot of tree cover. Gosh, this mini-map just gives everything away. Like, see, here... I mean, here's my issue. My biggest issue is that technically nobody in my tank can see this guy. But he's being proximity lit through trees and cover. There he is. And he's still living. I was just gonna go swing past him if he decided to look at me. Okay, back to the cap. Contact somewhere out there. I don't really like this position at all. And we got something behind us, again, because the minimap told us. Oh, hopefully they're watching what's up front. Contact Stug. And he's dead. The other guy got him. This is also the issue with these respawns. So this game has actually been a pretty good example of the problem we have within Simulator. I got 25 rounds of primary. Okay, we're good. I'm not going to reload. No damage taken either. We got a contact up here. He's on me. And destroyed. That's side armor. Not gonna help you, buddy. We are retaking Alpha. I notice a lot of people have a bad habit of engaging a target and not thinking about their armor placement. Now, we pretty much had that guy. We had a couple people looking at him. But he came out on top of a hill, showed off his whole tank, and didn't even try to angle or anything. Because he just saw a shot opportunity. That's all he saw, and he's like, look, oh, there's something I can shoot. I'm just going to shoot. And he just worried about his gun and didn't worry about armor angles or cover at all. And that's what loses your tank. That's what kills your crew. It's not that something is overpowered. It's simply that the thought process wasn't there. Yeah, that was a good game. Clean game. 3 tanks down. Some assistance. And of course, we had some fantastic backup. Some guys that were on the ball. You know, people that were just finding targets and taking them out. One-shots in some cases. So we had a good team. And I think it was just down to positioning and movement there. So there's a variety of ways to play this. You don't have to camp to win. But there's a time and a place to move forward and sit and think. There is a timer. You know, you do have to capture or defend an objective. But I think that you can take it easy and then slow down a little bit. Play it like a chess game. So that is that one. Okay, so this is the event mode, an example of how this works, because I know some of you are questioning how I'm getting into these more so historical events. It was actually this one here. What you're going to do is go up to... Oh, okay, thanks for that, I guess. And that. All right, so events and tournaments up here. And you'll have your list here. A lot of them are air-only events. In this case, 2 of them are air-only events. This one is in realistic battles. This one is in simulator battles. And this was the ground forces event, which lately has been simulator battles. Now, you do have to keep in mind that these aren't permanent. I think every 24 hours there's a new event, and sometimes there aren't any ground forces events, so you just have to check and hope for the best. It seems like they're slowly progressing in years, so you'll get to play with higher tier tanks over time, I guess, depending on what kind of battle they want to throw at us. I've been saying that I wish the game was more like this on a permanent basis, more historical with tanks that actually fought each other in specific battles. Of course, there would need to be some extra limitations, but I think this would be a step in a better direction to getting something more entertaining, at least within a simulator battle scenario. Anyway, with that said, I think we're going to go ahead and do one more match in perhaps a different tank and see how that goes. Okay, round 2. This time in a KV-1, which is not my favorite, to be honest, but I just thought I would switch things up a little bit. Play something different. I've got a bit more armor. Well, a lot more armor, but it's just so immobile. The other thing is, even though you've got that extra armor, you've got a gun that can be easily taken out. How are you already... It's like right into his gun barrel. Well, his cannon breach is hit, but I don't know how badly. Thing with a damaged cannon breach, I think if it's red, there's a chance that firing will kill your tank. So this is a typical predicament right here. Each tank waiting for each other to pop out and get a shot off. He's most likely in place, and therefore will be able to get a shot the second I show myself. So, ideally you switch locations. The problem is, I'm in a very slow tank. And high ground will expose this tank without giving me gun depression. So, we can go a little further out here. We've got a buddy over here now, so this is called playing it safe. We're going to get to a position where we can kind of psych this guy out. Well, this guy's going to get my spot and probably get the kill. That's fine, whatever. It's a team effort. I don't care. But this will switch things up a little bit. And maybe not. I guess that guy was ready for this idea. So I'm going to press forward since everything has started to shoot at me. We need to get into some cover. They should no longer have a shot, hopefully. Actually, check this out. I think that guy was trying to be smart as well. Shot in. He was trying to play smart. Another shot in. Is he blown up yet? Yeah, I'd say that's dead. Okay. We were both trying to outsmart each other, though. That's funny. Okay. Now, he's going to have some friends out here, though. He's taking shots maybe from 2 or 3 different tanks, I'd say. But we have a new battle buddy. And you got to watch out for these clever German tankers. They like to sit on the hills behind tree cover. Minimap usually gives most of it away, but I don't see anything yet. Let's just keep moving. I don't want to stick with this guy to back him up. The only problem is the left side. If something comes around there, we're finished. So it's kind of like, do you take the left side or do you follow this guy? And this guy's obviously a lot faster than me. And we're going out into an open position. So again, it's a matter of, you know, following somebody somewhere you shouldn't be. Or go alone. There's something going towards our base. I just saw it pop on the minimap. Okay, we're getting some kills out there. I think I'm going to follow this guy and hope for the best. Just worried about everything behind us. Yeah, I just saw something pop around Golf 7, I think. And there's something down the road too, but we can't see it from here. Alright. I'll play more of the assault role. Let's see. Keep moving, get into cover. think he's on the other side of the hill. Was on the other side of the hill. I don't know if I'm going to get a kill here. I've done some damage. There's an AI thing over there. I don't really care about. They're going to head into the base to cap. I cannot support you, friend. I am too far away and too slow. I could wait and just kind of base camp, but I think if we help with the capture, yeah, there's contact towards our objective and one in between that. I'm gonna help cap. There's somebody going towards their spawn. Oh man, the speed of this thing, or the lack thereof. Painful. It's definitely not the tank for me. I don't need a speed demon, but shot in. Another one in. We've saturated his crew. Fire. Oh wow, that's annoying. Fire again. Destroyed, finally. Man, all the fragmentation inside of that tank, as long as he lasted. And it was a German tank, imagine that. Guess it happens to them too. Welcome to War Thunder. Alright, we are attempting to capture Bravo. And we've got something in between us. And what's behind me, other than an ally? Watch my back. He's probably not going to watch my back. Okay, well, let's see, is there any cover here? Where am I? Can I hide behind this bunker? Or is it going to take me out of the cap? Ugh, contact. Hello. He's gonna back off now. Oh, the armor held up for him. Maybe we can take out his fighting potential. And he's down. Oh! Check 6! Check 6! Oh, look. It's this guy with his lovely paint job. And I can't get him. Not yet, anyway. No gun depression, no gun depression, but armor is now forward. Alright, artillery. And he's shooting at somebody else now. And he's down. Via friendly tank. Mine, not theirs. And we're still taking this point. So in that situation, I relied on some protection here from this bunker, and the fact that this tank just has decent armor. So we did luck out there, though, that he didn't kill us, considering he spawned right behind us. And in an ideal world, you have somebody covering front and back. So somebody looking that way and then somebody looking this way. Because of those respawns. And we recognize that tank because he had a bunch of decals. That was one of the guys that we killed. So we came back for revenge. Problem is, he came directly back for revenge. And that can get you killed. I noticed that some people get really upset in video games to the point where they want revenge and they can think of nothing else. And they get tunnel visioned. And I'm not saying that that's what happened to this guy. I'm just saying that it happens. And they take the fastest route back to the enemy that killed them. And then they get killed because of that. They don't flank. You know, they don't go around. They don't take the long route. They just go straight in. They think, I'm going to get him this time. I'm going to get him this time. And they don't. So, patience is a virtue. But it also helps to have backup as well. But there's another one down. We didn't see too much fighting early on, but we were able to finish off with some good kills. Clean kills there. Took a little heat, but wasn't too bad. Nothing that we can't handle. We did see the hit camera showing us a lot of fragmentation within those Panzer IVs. Again, the crew survivability in this game is just insane. I'm hoping that it gets adjusted at least in simulator battles. I don't know if it ever will, but right now it's just terrible. Considering that the game is actually showing you what's happening, but it is what it is for now, and we'll just have to adapt and overcome. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you've enjoyed today's look at War Thunder Ground Forces and a few of the event modes. Remember that they are temporary, so you have to get in with in the allotted time frame, which is usually like every 24 hours they change the events, and then sometimes the ground ones aren't there, so you just have to hope for the best. On the bright side though, lately they've been simulator battles, so that's pretty cool at least. Anyways, again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for joining me. I will definitely see you on the next one.